What is up, everybody? The Reds have gone to Stamford Bridge and beaten the title pretenders by 2-0. It was an absolutely vintage Liverpool performance. Thiago looked magnificent when he came on in the second half. We will go through all the details. We'll announce the winner of that signed Kenny Dalglish poster, and we'll give you guys the man of the match as well. You still have a chance to get your man of the match vote in. That is open currently in the Anfield Agenda Flick Chat group, and Conor's going to throw a link in there. Give you guys a few minutes to get your vote in. All in all, I think we can say that was an absolutely fantastic afternoon for the Reds, Conor. 2-0 was thoroughly deserved in my book, mate.
Yeah, like even before the sending off, we were the better team, to be fair. So like, I don't think anyone can have any complaints. Red cards, absolutely no debate. It was a red card. MANÉ with 2 goals. Thiago looking well when he came on. That's everything wide. Like Firmino looking good at centre back. It just all went well today.
Yeah, there was a few interesting things that we want to touch on. Thank you, Carl, for the super sticker as well, by the way. There's a few things we want to touch on. We were very interested that at halftime Jurgen Klopp chose to bring Thiago on. For those who are unaware, Jordan Henderson had a bit of a tight thigh muscle. That was the reason for that change. At the sending off before halftime, a lot of people are going to say that that was the game changer. But if we're being frank about this, and not that frank, this frank, Liverpool were commanding that game. It seemed like only a matter of time, and we commented during it that it looked like Liverpool had another gear or two to go through. But looking at the sending off, it was blatant. I mean, I don't know how anybody could have an argument about that sending off. I was shocked that at first Paul Tierney only pulled the yellow card out. I was glad to see it was reviewed anyway, and the common sense prevailed. From that point on, there was probably always going to be one winner, but it's about banging the door down and getting the goal. And we did that, and Bobby Firmino, who has received a little bit of criticism lately, was massively involved, along with Mohamed Salah, and a very good move, Conor, that set up that header for Sadio MANÉ. And once the first one went in, we were in cruise control, really.
Pretty much, yeah. It was game over that stage, to be fair. Like, we got the second one then. The penalty then, Alisson obviously saving it, which, like, if there was any hope left for Chelsea, that was just crushed then when they didn't score that. Like, if they didn't score that, they weren't going to score. So, like, yeah, we just killed the game off, like, fairly quickly in our second half, which was brilliant to see.
I thought Thiago looked absolutely magnificent when he came on. What we expect, he's like a thoroughbred, isn't he? He just comes on, does the simple things, finds the space, moves the ball along. But one thing I wanted to touch on, actually, and we could probably concentrate on this more in the first half when Chelsea had the 11 on the pitch, but I thought Firmino was magnificent at centre-back today. I thought he was absolutely unbelievable. Everything that was asked of him, he did. He kept Timo Werner in his pocket. Brilliantly timed challenges, some lovely interceptions as well. Look, I'm not tempting fate here. We will go out into the market and look to bring in another centre-back, but just having that option available to Jurgen Klopp is brilliant. Loads of stuff to get through, but most importantly, guys, this is your show for the post-match show. Let me know your thoughts. We'll announce the winner of that competition in a moment or two, and we'll announce, obviously, the man of the match vote as well. MANÉ was man of the match for Football Crew Show. You got to go over to Flick Chat, mate, to have your real say on that one. Frank was moaning again, said John Warren. I don't know what he has to moan about, John. I don't know what he has to moan about, mate. That to me was as convincing as a victory as we could have hoped for. I still believe thoroughly that if Chelsea had 11 men on that pitch, we were still going on to win that game. They did not impress me. They did not worry me. Werner looked sharp at times, but I thought, being honest with you, a lot of the Chelsea players looked a little bit lost out there, like they didn't know what to do. And Havertz, Conor, has a very long way to go before he's ready to fully settle into the Premier League.
Yeah, he looked off the pace, to be fair, and he got hooked off at half time. Like, they need to take someone off. I was surprised it was him. I thought it'd be like Mount, really, to be honest. Yeah, look, it'd be hard to like criticise him. He's played 1.5 games, but like, yeah, he's going to take some time to settle in. Like, Chelsea fans thinking they're going to stroll the league this year because they signed a few players, like, just doesn't work that way.
No, as Conor's saying there, it takes a long time for teams to gel together, and this Liverpool group have been together for 2 or 3 years now. They know each other, and Thiago just slipped in so seamlessly. You can see why everybody was so excited about his signing for the Reds. We've got obviously Diogo Jota to look forward to as well. Costas Tsimikas will fully implement into the squad. And we've got the game on Thursday where we might see some changes. Great to see Taki get some minutes at the end as well. It was just a great afternoon all around. Hopefully that tight thigh muscle that the captain has isn't too serious. But even if Klopp needs to rest him during the week, it was just a job well done today. We had a difficult start to the season. The Leeds game was a great entertaining game, but today we went there, we kept a clean sheet, albeit because of that fantastic Alisson penalty save, and The penalty, I thought it was. I mean, I know he took 3 or 4 steps, but I do think Thiago clipped him, if I'm being honest about it. And I never was a fan of that run-up that what's his name does when he takes the penalties for Chelsea. What's his name again? Jorginho, yes, when he takes the penalties for Chelsea. I don't like that hop, skip and a run. But Alisson answered some critics as well, because a lot of people were critical of him in the Community Shield penalty shootout, said he didn't get near anything. Well, today, when it counted, big massive game against Chelsea. That goal could have given them something to fight for with 20 minutes or so to go. He got down well, saved it, we cleared the rebound. 2-0, job done, and look, we were in cruise control for most of the second half. Right, Conor, will we announce the winner of the 16x12 signed Kenny Dalglish poster that will be accompanied by a certificate of authenticity? What we did is we went in and we randomly picked names from all the different areas that you were able to apply for. So we did. We picked a name from Instagram, we picked a name from Twitter, from YouTube, from Flick, and we picked somebody that retweeted the competition post as well. Put them into a random name generator. I don't even know the winner yet. Connor's about to click the button and let us know who it is. And the winner is...
The winner is Pat Panazar on YouTube.
There you go. Pat Panasar, get in contact, mate, and I will make sure that signed Kenny Dalglish poster gets sent to you ASAP, buddy. It is sitting in my house at the minute, so I'll get that in a postal tube and get it sent over to you straight away, mate. So yeah, get in contact, Pat. Congratulations to you on that one. But don't worry, ladies and gentlemen, once we hit 1,000 followers in Flick Chat, we're going to do another little giveaway as well. We do like to say thank you here on Anfield Agenda for all the support that you give us. Man of the match vote, Conor, how's it looking?
I'll pull it up here now. It was very interesting earlier. I think I agreed with who was winning. Let me find the poll.
I'll just talk for a sec while Conor gets that one up. MANÉ was man of the match for Raheem. What have we got? Big win, let's keep it going, said Ducking Fuzz. Smashed it today, said Bradley Woods. Conor, have we got the name?
Yeah, so in third place was Thiago at 5%. Second place, MANÉ with 24%, and the clear man of the match winner was Fabinho, 68% of the vote.
Now that goes to show you what a performance he put in today. The goal scorer of our 2 goals comes in second place because everybody was rightly so impressed with the performance that Fabinho put in today at centre back. He didn't put a foot wrong. Magnificent. I agree with it. I know it's very easy to look towards the goal scorers and these things and give it to Sadio, but I have to say, well done to you guys. I trust you, and you got it right. Fair play. Trek Wars is in the house. How are you, buddy? Congrats, Pat, to John Hamilton and Mark as well. Great performance all around from the Red Men. We dominated like champions should. And I hope that this just gives people a reminder, Conor, that we won that Premier League title easily last season for a reason, because we are a damn fine side.
Yeah, like everyone panicking over no transfers. Now we've made transfers, but before even, like, this is a team that got 97 and 99 points back to back. And it's a team who's only going to grow more and like get better together. Like consistency is really underrated in football, I think. Like, even look at like at any club, like no big team ever goes out and buys like 7 or 8 players every window. It's always just a few changes to keep it fresh. Like, so like people were panicking over nothing, I think. But like the new additions will help obviously as well.
Well, when you hear the likes of Jose Mourinho talking about that great Porto side that he had that won the Champions League, he said that one of his biggest accomplishments was being able to keep that group of players together. Because often at times like that, and in our club, we've seen it over the years, the likes of Luis Suarez, Felipe Coutinho, we improve players, bring them on, make them superstars, and then other clubs come in and take them. We're not that club anymore. Our front 3 are here. Van Dijk is there, Alisson is there. And we're adding to that with the likes of Thiago, Diogo Jota, obviously Kostas Tsimikas, and maybe another centre-back as things go. So life's pretty good right now, folks, as a Red. And I want to come over to more of your comments. The friends was like titanium with Fabinho in it, said Relationship Ninja. Thiago, Alisson, what a performance, said Davidson King. Thiago, perfect addition, said Base Face from Space. He just looked like he glides around the pitch, was always finding space, little balls around the corner. What I love about Thiago most is that there's just one little movement or two either way, frees up a bit of space for himself and just makes the ball move. It is brilliant, and I think we're going to see us play through midfield a lot more. I touched on it in the first half today. I actually thought that we did go through midfield even before the introduction of Thiago. I thought we went through midfield a little bit more. But my God, does he look good in a Liverpool shirt. And my God, am I excited about the prospect of having this dude there for the next, not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 years of Thiago guaranteed. It is class. Thiago's a beast, said Michael Dunn. Really enjoyed the coverage, said Merdod K. Thank you, buddy. We really appreciate all your support and stuff. We love watch-alongs. That's what the channel was built on, but we do have a lot of stuff coming on. Young Irish said that he joined the Flick chat. Welcome, buddy. Great to have you over there with us. We should buy Ndidi from Leicester and keep Fabinho at centre-back, said Stephen Duffy. I do like Ndidi as a player, mate, but Leicester won't want to sell him. They're trying to build something as well.
Just a note as well, I got 4 out of 5 of my predictions right on Flick this week.
Well done.
For the Chelsea-Liverpool game.
Let us know how you got on with your predictions as well, because before every game you guys get asked 5 questions. What will the score be? How many goals will Liverpool score? The opposition score? When will the first goal be scored? And then you go on to the leaderboard. And where are you on the leaderboard, Crosby? And I don't want your this week's score. I want your this month's score.
Monthly, I am 27th.
I
think that's I forgot to enter some, so don't.
He's
bully me too much.
27th. The big man here was 8th before this game. I haven't looked yet.
You're 10th.
10th. There you go. What I'm saying. 10th.
Tied 10th, so basically 12th. Like.
Basically 9th. But still. Craig, would you keep Bobby on the pitch even though the goals are not there? Today was a perfect example of Bobby not scoring but doing a lot of other good stuff. I mean, the cross for Mané's header I thought was brilliant. And Conor raised a very good point about our second goal. And I want to let you talk through this, Conor. You spotted it. Just how Sadio deserved that goal for what he did. The second one, the Kepa one. Yeah,
like the ball was being played back to the Chelsea defender and Mané was already legging it towards the goal. And then when it came to Kepa, he was close to him and then he nicked the ball off him. Like, that's not luck. That is pure determination from Mané. Like, and that's really underrated. People don't know that about players sometimes. Like, people get... Like, a lot of people will call that lucky or people getting penalties lucky. But, like, you make your own luck in them situations. Like, it's that pure determination and drive that brings out these things and these mistakes in opposition players. So, like, full credit to Mané for that.
Absolutely. I echo everything Conor just said there. It's lovely to see. We touched on it at the start of the stream as well. We said that's what we need to be doing. Putting balls in on top of Kepa, closing them down quickly. He has a mistake in him. He's shaky at the minute. He's got another goalkeeper look like he's coming into Chelsea breathing down his throat. But look, today isn't about Chelsea. Today is about the fact that Liverpool once again answered their doubters, went out there, got the 3 points, wrapped them up rather handily as well. Clean sheet, which is great after the first game of the season, which was an absolute basketball game between Liverpool and Leeds. To go out there to Stamford Bridge today, get a very difficult game. One of the toughest games Conor will probably have this season. Fantastic for the lads to get the 3 points.
Yeah, like it's early days and we're going to be a lot of tough games ahead, but like to get that out of the way, Stamford Bridge away, and to get 3 points, like that is... It's one of the big tough games of the year already done and out of the way. So like it's a good sign. If we can go on and run a couple of games now, it's looking very good.
Absolutely, it certainly is. And then Arsenal coming up as well at home. If we can pick up 3 points there. There's some big games out of the way already and some questions answered from Klopp and these Liverpool players. The games are going to come thick and fast this season, folks. So make sure you've got those notifications turned on. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel and make sure you drop a like on the videos as well. We have so much content coming up for you guys over the next week. We're going to be chatting with James Pearce. Hopefully going to be chatting with Graham Hunter as well. We've got Jack Gill coming on for a chat as well. That video will be out on Tuesday. We're unveiling our new signing, Conor. I'm really excited about this, by the way. Tomorrow, so I hope you guys are going to like this dude. I think that you will. I think that I'm going to get on really well with him and you'll get a bit more banter as well. And more content as well going forward. We're hoping to launch a podcast in the coming weeks as well. Fantastic coverage. Could you discuss Thiago's performance? Absolutely, Sarah. No problem whatsoever. For me, Conor, as soon as he came onto the pitch, you could see that he wanted the ball, that he was directing people. You pulled up one point actually where he had a little pop at Big Verge.
Yeah, he was just like the second he came on, he was pointing at where he wanted players to be. He was shouting at Van Dijk, I don't know what about, just like positioning or something. Like, you want that. Like, this fella is that good that he's telling Van Dijk what to do. Like, if that doesn't show you how good he is, then I don't know what does.
He was gliding around the pitch. What I loved about him was he's always able to find a yard of space or to find space between the lines. Sometimes he doesn't do the extravagant. Sometimes it's just a simple roll past 5 or 6 yards in the right direction. But then other times he'll just fire a ball in behind the defence to try and split it open. He's going to give us another option, and he is one hell of a statement signing for this club to make. Make no bones about it. We've gone out there into the market and signed one of the best midfielders in the world at the very peak of his power. Do not underestimate what a statement that is. Don't mind the price. The price came down to the fact that he'd 1 year left on his contract. He told Bayern that he wanted to move, and Bayern, with respect to them, played a blinder in this one as well. They gave Thiago his wishes. They sent him off with a lovely goodbye as well. He's now a Liverpool player, and we get to enjoy him for the next 4 years. So settle back, folks, because it's going to be a hell of a ride. Fabinho showed how dominant he is at centre-back with a class performance at Harvey Jones. Hi, Craig. We are Liverpool. Say it loud. Hell, we are, man. We're not just Liverpool. We're the champions.
Right, if this isn't enough to get you to follow us on Twitter, our admin Dave has just tweeted a gif of Robertson absolutely sending your man to the shops on, remember, down the wing.
Oh, it was beautiful. Oh, Robbo, that was one of my favourite parts of the match. Oh, sent him to the shops, gone, bye-bye. Go over to the Anfield Agenda Twitter and check that out. Statement made, Mighty Pool on the rampage, said the champ. Werner dived, said Sham. I mean, I'm interested to get your thoughts on the penalty, folks. What you, Conor, during the game, in fairness, I thought it was. You thought it was a bit more on the edge for the penalty.
See, I'd like this thing. I'm kind of half blind, so it's kind of hard to see for me. But yeah, I'd like to have a close look at see was there much contact. But like, if there was contact, then fair enough. Like, if it's contact in the box when you're running, you're going to go down. You're going to get a penalty. So like, yeah, like it didn't matter in the end. But like, yeah, I'd like to see it again.
In those situations, when you're moving at that speed, sometimes it does take a couple of steps before you're off balance. But Young Irish put a good comment in here, and it's something that you told me before we went live, Conor. He said Thiago breaking records already.
Yeah, it was something like since like full passing stats were tracked in like the 2003-04 season, it's the most passes the player's ever made playing 45 minutes in a game.
That is unbelievable, folks. The most passes a player has played since passing stats came in at a 45-minute period in his first 45 minutes for Liverpool Football Club.
I think it was 75.
The possession stats are going to be going up for us this season. I think Conor will be holding on to that ball a little bit longer.
I imagine so.
Kante is class, said Adita. He is. I mean, we are fans of N'Golo Kante, to be fair, as a human being and as a footballer. Daniel said, Thiago seems to have a pass in mind before he gets the ball, and also the curl on his passes is unique. I love his footwork as well, Daniel. I think it's beautiful.
So yeah, Ross from Red Mendes tweets something I fully agree. He said, tell you what, Thiago's making noises come out of me that I haven't had for a good few years. I think a lot of us had that reaction to him coming on.
What have you got? Your mate in the camera is great, but he's much louder than you, Craig. No problem. I will turn his volume on his microphone down a little bit. He's got a much deeper voice than me as well, to be fair. But your mate, he said. Your mate. Not the other half of the channel. Without Conor, you wouldn't have all these graphics and stuff. But thank you for the feedback, sincerely, because today we're using real microphones and a mixer, whereas usually I use a USB microphone when I'm doing the stuff. Who cares? Alison saved it, said Eddie Hutchinson, which is spot on, mate. Who cares? Saved. It'll go down the record books as a clean sheet. Carl said he needs a holiday. Kent calls the holiday. Let's, mate. I absolutely think that you deserved one. I was surprised by how much possession we had, says Young Irish as well. Last stats, now I didn't get the final possession stats, but the last time I'd seen it, it was like 60-40 or something.
I'll find out now.
But I'd imagine that probably went up a little bit as the second half went on. Barry Richards rightly said Timo was deep in Fabinho's pocket today. I'm so happy and so worried. I wonder now, is Klopp going to think, oh well, that's it now. Fabinho can play at centre-back if needs be. I'm intrigued to see, because all signs point to the fact we are going to go out and get a centre-back in this window.
You said we had a lot of corners. 11 corners we had.
11. And they had what, 1 or 2?
1.
1, there you go.
Possession 61.4% Liverpool.
Away from home. And a pretty much top tier, top of the table clash against somebody who was supposed to be up there challenging for the title this season after going and spending in excess of 200 million.
Chelsea had 34 clearances there, or 3.
To be fair, Frank Lampard and Chelsea didn't have all the players on the pitch today, and it will take time for them to come together, but that ain't their problem, folks. First penalty Jorginho's missed ever, said Young Irish. Is it? I've now followed his career that much to know, man, but
I know he does score like 99% of them, so that could be first.
Russell Hibbert said, enjoyed your match, watch along, lads, up on the roof painting, keep it up. Be fucking careful, mate. Do you know what I mean?
Someone here, Thiago conceded the penalty so that Alisson could save it and get his confidence back. Fuck me, he's playing 7 DJs.
Is it wrong now that with your man up on the roof, and I know lots of love, by the way, I want to just keep screaming Ric Flair woos to put him off. Is Kabak a possible signing, said Nico. It's been muted, mate. I mean, the word coming out of Schalke was that he's not available, that they have plans to keep him here. But then there was a couple of journals that said that's the word publicly, but privately 25 to 30 million euro could get that deal done. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I don't know much about him. I know he's Turkish. I know that he plays for Schalke. I know he's been there a year. I know he's a centre-back. But other than that, there is the relationship, obviously, between David Wagner and Jurgen Klopp to consider here as well, Conor. So, Kloppo, I'm sure, will ask David Wagner's opinion on the player.
Yeah, it'll definitely be looked at, I'd imagine. Like, that good connection there definitely would help if we are going for him.
Mahir said, I love this channel. Thank you, buddy. Really appreciate it. Look, ladies and gentlemen, there's not really much more for us to go through. Is there any update on the Sarr signing? That's not happening, mate. We got Jota. He was Jota or Sarr. Watford apparently gave us a ludicrous price that we didn't want to go with, and Jota was the one that we got over the line. So look, can you please ship me your majestic chair, by the way, said Lal. A company called Serendipity Furniture makes these chairs. They're made to order. They're all unique. This one has my surname on it and the Liver Bird. They can make them in any colour. They're on Instagram. They're on Facebook. They're on Twitter. Have a search out for them if you want to look at their stuff. Any closing comments from you, Mr. Crosby, you want to say before we say adieu?
Just download Flick Chat, subscribe if you haven't, leave a like, and we're fucking massive.
There you go. What more do you want to say, folks? Loads of stuff coming up. Don't forget Anfield Agenda unveiling our newest signing tomorrow at 8:30. So make sure you've got your notifications turned on. Drop a like on the video. Give us your thoughts on the game, please, in the comments section. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, folks. It's been a pleasure to share it with you. Thank you to Conor. Thank you to everyone who joined. Congratulations again to Pat Panesar. Congratulations to Fabinho for winning our man of the match. We'll talk to you tomorrow, folks. Up the champions.